Here comes the 1-2. Strike three, and the Kansas City Royals are writing this magical postseason story.
The Kansas City Royals relentless in Baltimore.
But Kansas City seems like every night finds a different way to win ball games.
The boys in blue now 2 games up in the ALCS.
I don't think anybody can stop us right now. Unstoppable.
The Moose is loose again.
The boys in blue are headed back to Kansas City as America's darlings.
This is a miracle. It's going to happen. I can feel it.
That's right, we can feel it. The Royals are coming back home after winning the first 2 games in the American League Championship Series. The final score in Baltimore today, 6-4, Karen, and it didn't even take any extra innings.
How about that? Talk about the flair for the dramatic, though. I mean, this team is writing a postseason script that has Hollywood green with envy. They haven't lost in the playoffs yet. Now, once again, this game, the Royals did have the lead. They gave it up, only to have it tied in the 9th, and then, as Emerald would say, here's where they had to kick it up a notch. Game tied at 4 in the top of the 9th. Terrence Gore at first base. Alcides Escobar doubles down the right field line. Gore easily scores. The Royals break the tie, taking a 5-4 lead, but hey, they weren't finished yet. Runners at the corners for Lorenzo Cain. He singles to left field. Escobar comes home. The Royals have a 6-4 lead. Then it's up to Greg Holland to keep it. He strikes out the final batter. That's right. The look on his face tells it all. The magic continues. The Royals, as they keep winning, the 4th team in postseason history to start with 6 straight wins.
I think we came into this series the underdog, and our guys, you know, they don't really pay much attention to that. I don't think they mind being the underdog because they have a lot of confidence in their abilities. But they're playing their best baseball of the year right now, and it's sure the best time to play it.
Excited to be here in the playoffs and, you know, enjoying this run that we're on right now. You know, it's a blessing. So got to keep it going, keep fighting, and just keep pushing, find a way to win ball games.
Well, no wonder they have become America's team. Right now, let's head out to Baltimore and check in with KMBC9's Johnny Kane. Johnny?
When I was walking down to the field, I overheard one Orioles fan tell his friend, you know, it felt like the Royals just wanted it more than we did tonight. Now, that's one fan's perspective, but what I can tell you is that Kansas City continues to amaze in the postseason. They can never be counted out, especially when Baltimore erased the deficit, came back to tie this thing, and we thought for sure we were bound for extra innings again. But a little small ball in the 9th inning as the Royals were able to scratch across 2 runs in that 9th, and they win Game 2 of the American League Championship Series 6-4.
We definitely feel like we're going. That's the feeling here, and that's our mindset. And that's what we work hard for every year, you know, to get here, and that's every team goal. And we 2 wins away, man, and we're going to play every game like it's the last.
Coming off to a hot start, great start, 2-0. You know, and to come here to take 2 from these guys was huge. They got a really good ball club over there. So I got to go back home, you know, in front of that electric KC crowd, and hopefully sneak out 2 more.
We're in the ALCS. We're up 2-0. We went into their place and won the first 2 games. You know, it'd be foolish to me to say I've had any more fun than this.
2 down, 2 to go in the ALCS. Game 3 coming up on Monday back in Kansas City. Jeremy Guthrie, the starting pitcher for Kansas City against Baltimore's Wei-Yin Chen. Reporting from Camden Yards, Johnny Kane, KMBC9 News.
Another big night for the Royals, and fans everywhere are celebrating. But tonight the W is extra special for one fan. KMBC9's Brian Johnson is live at the K with her story tonight. Brian?
Yeah, her name is Amy Stanifer, and she will be here at Kauffman Stadium on Monday as the Royals take on the Orioles. Now, she has always hoped and believed in 2 things, and this October, both are coming true.
This whole month is just emotion. A lot of emotion this month.
In Kansas City, royal blue has been much of the focus at a time when pink should be in its prime for breast cancer awareness.
Yeah, I was mad that I had it, but there was really nobody to get mad at per se. So I just stayed positive. I trusted my doctors.
Stanifer was diagnosed with breast cancer last year. She's gotten treatments every 3 weeks.
I watch almost every game, or I listen to it on the radio. We just love baseball. So this is very exciting for the town. Kansas City's wanted this for a really long time. So I just think if we can keep a positive attitude.
Friday, her doctors told her she is cancer-free. She says belief helped her through. A Royals fan for 25 years, she's now focused on the next big goal, The Royals winning the World Series.
You just have to stay positive, believe, and I think just like with the Royals, just believe in the team and just keep cheering them.
One of thousands of fans cheering them on. Of course, we'll be here on Monday to hear her and all the others cheering on the Royals. As far as breast cancer awareness, she says it is key to get a mammogram, get them early. She says it can make all the difference in the world. Reporting live at Kauffman Stadium, Brian Johnson, KMBC 9 News.
And be sure to keep up with everything Royals on our live wire. You can get up-to-the-minute tweets from Johnny Kane, pictures and reports from Baltimore. Check it out on KMBC.com. And with the Royals headed back to the K on Monday, Nick, do fans need to be worried about rain that day?
Absolutely. I would be worried about rain on Monday morning for the commute, Monday afternoon plans, and especially into Monday evening and Monday night. It's another dose of what could be widespread rain for our 44 counties. Clouds and radar over the last 3 hours. Cloud cover creeping up from the south. We'll start off tomorrow morning cloudy with some pockets of drizzle. 53 degrees, starlight right now at the airport, an easterly wind at 7 miles per hour. And as I mentioned, with the cloudy skies, could see a few drops of rain falling out of them early tomorrow morning, starting off at about 46 degrees, making it another chilly morning. I think the steady rain and thunderstorms begin Sunday night into Monday morning, definitely impacting Monday morning's commute, and then of course into Monday evening we go with the Royals game out there at the K. Could be a soggy one. Stick around to find out when this next batch of rain moves out. Keisha.
Looking forward to it, Nick. A developing story right now. Police are looking for suspects after they were called to a shooting and found a man who had been severely beaten. It happened in East Kansas City near Linwood and Benton. Police say the man was rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. We'll continue to bring you more information as soon as we get it. Right now, a suspect is behind bars after an early morning homicide in Blue Springs. It happened at the Days Inn on Northwest Outer Road between 7 Highway and Adams Dairy. Independence Police and Jackson County Sheriff's deputies were called in to help with this investigation. Now, when they arrived on the scene, they found a man armed with a weapon in a nearby parking lot. After surrendering, police say the suspect led them to a hotel room, and that's where they found a man in his mid-20s dead from a gunshot wound. So far, though, no charges have been filed in this case. New tonight, an airman from Whiteman Air Force Base has died. A member of the 509th Civil Engineering Squadron was killed in an automobile accident Friday on Highway 50 East. A civilian in that car also died. Names have not been released, but an Air Force Base official said in a statement, quote, "Our thoughts and prayers are with the families and loved ones at this time, and we will be devoted in the coming days to supporting them and all of the members of Team Whiteman affected by this horrible tragedy." No word tonight on what caused this accident. Police on high alert in Ferguson and St. Louis tonight after protesters planned several demonstrations, dubbing this weekend Ferguson October. Earlier today, demonstrators marched 12 miles from Ferguson to downtown St. Louis near the Arch to deliver a message to the world. They want the police officer who killed 18-year-old Michael Brown to be charged with a crime. People are also rallying over the shooting death of St. Louis teen Vonderett Myers.
I never get to feel them again. My life is empty now. I'm numb. My heart is empty.
They took my son and destroyed his life, and now they're trying to destroy his character. And I ain't gonna allow that to happen.
Myers was shot by an off-duty police officer earlier this week. Protesters in Ferguson plan to wrap up Ferguson October on Monday. Right now, airports in 5 U.S. cities adding an extra layer of protection against the Ebola virus. New screenings will check the temperature of travelers coming from West African countries. The process started today at JFK Airport in New York. The Ebola outbreak has killed more than 4,000 people. New tonight, another death from enterovirus DV68. Officials say a 21-month-old girl from Michigan died on Friday. The CDC says 5 people infected with the virus have died, but it's not clear what role that virus has played. Enterovirus has sickened 691 people in 46 different states. In Idaho, same-sex couples flocked to the courthouse to get their marriage licenses today. Yesterday, the U.S. Supreme Court gave the go-ahead for same-sex marriages in that state. In Kansas, the ACLU is challenging the ban. The group filed a lawsuit saying the court in Wichita had no right to refuse a marriage license to this couple you see right here earlier this week. Today, a workshop and an open forum was held to discuss this issue in Kansas City. Presenters shared stories and insight into problems for gay and lesbian couples. Special guest and gay rights activist Nate Phelps, he attended. He's actually the son of Fred Phelps, the former leader of Westboro Baptist Church. Still ahead, prepping for the World Cup, how some big-name soccer stars are spending their time in Kansas City. Plus,
I hope you win the next game. I hope you don't get hurt.
how some of the Royals' youngest fans are supporting the boys in blue. And the year's fiercest storms are packing a 1-2 punch in the eastern part of the globe. The impact they're expected to make. Nick?
You know, we ended the work week with widespread rain. Some areas even received over 5 inches of rain. Well, guess what? More heavy rain is on the way for the start of the work week on Monday. We'll detail that flood threat coming up.
Happening right now in Midtown, Meyer Fest. We've got our own Lynn Jennings getting ready to introduce a band right there. You can see the 2-day festival was planned by St. Peter's Parish. Tonight, the block party fun continues until 11 o'clock, so you still have a chance to get out there and enjoy the live bands and all of the food. Several of Casey's favorite food trucks are there tonight. And we love getting your Royals pictures. Check out 4-month-old Marin Hume sporting her Royals gear, so cute. And also, here's baby Miles already in his Royals blue. Danielle Hernandez is cheering for the Royals from halfway around the world. Here she is all the way in Abu Dhabi. We want to see your Royals pictures too. Upload them to our YouLocal page on KMBC.com. Some of the Royals' youngest fans showing support for the boys in blue today. You just saw some of them. Students from St. Patrick's School in the Northland delivered more than 200 cards, letters, poems, and signs to the Royals players to thank them for their success. Teachers at the school are incorporating the Royals' postseason run into their language arts curriculum, giving students a fun way to practice their writing and their handwriting skills.
I hope you win the next game. I hope you don't get hurt.
Somebody wrote a poem about Butler still in that base. It was so cute. It's like, I know it was a long run, but you made it. Royals, white and blue, Billy
Well, the preschool students got in the act too, adding their handprints on a high five to the Royals banner. The St. Patrick's School teaches students all the way up through 8th grade. The Overland Park Soccer Complex went pink today, all for the breast cancer awareness. Thousands of girls from around the country are in the metro for the Midwest All-Girls Soccer Tournament. Players used pink soccer balls, they wore pink shirts and vests, even the flags were pink. Physicians were on site as well to answer questions about the importance of early screening. And speaking of soccer, the U.S. women's national team is spending the week in Kansas City training for their World Cup qualifying matches. Today, the team made a stop at Oklahoma Joe's, and they did not hesitate to try it all. Take a look. Star forward Abby Wambach tweeted, "I seriously love the ribs at Oklahoma Joe's. I did also get brisket and pulled pork and onion rings and fries and dirty rice." She's a girl after my own heart. Alex Morgan, also making a stop by the plaza, tweeted out this picture of today's zombie walk for hunger, saying, "Never a dull moment in Kansas City." And that's the truth. The team takes on Trinidad and Tobago Wednesday at Sporting Park. Progress in California tonight as firefighters gain the upper hand on a wildfire that's burning along Interstate 80 near Sacramento. Fire officials say the blaze is now 55% contained. It's damaged nearly a dozen homes and it's threatened thousands. Right now, the cause of that fire is under investigation, but officials have said they believe that it was started by human activity. Right now, some serious storms brewing near Japan and India. Already known as the year's fiercest storm, Typhoon Fangfang is heading toward Japan's southern islands. Right now, the death toll from that storm is at 9. The storm is expected to bring winds of up to 100 miles per hour. That storm now has a rival near southeastern India. Cyclone Hudhud is expected to make landfall on Sunday with really heavy rains and damaging winds. Nick, you are always keeping track of these storms around the world. What are your thoughts on these?
You know, they're big. I mean, they're big, they're ugly, really slow-moving, massive systems. You know, in the Indian Ocean, they're called cyclones. Out in the Pacific, they're called typhoons. In the Atlantic Basin, they're called hurricanes. And we haven't really seen any in the Atlantic Basin this year. It's been a bit of a weird year. It's all in the Pacific.
Sometimes those storms, we see some of the effects here.
That's right. They kind of come up through the Pacific, the Baja Peninsula, California. Right. That system came up here. We had some tropical moisture last week from Simon that came through. Gave us a very wet ending to our work week. Coming in on Monday, just good old-fashioned rain from a cold front. It's going to be pretty heavy in some areas. I think we could pick up another 1 to 2 inches. Widespread rain all day long. I am just the messenger. Clouds and radar over the last 3 hours. The gray there south of Kansas City. It's been a persistent area of mid-level clouds. Overnight tonight, we'll see some more low-level clouds developing and thickening up across the area for your start Sunday. To the north and the west, look at all this puny rain up here. Well, guess what? That is the beginnings of Monday's storm system, and it is going to be a big storm system cutting right across the Rocky Mountains down to Texas, so it's going to really dig south. And when storm systems dig south or amplify, sometimes they can slow down, they can stall out over an area and bring rain for a long period of time. I think this one is going to do that on Monday. And as I mentioned, an additional 1 to 2 inches, maybe even some higher amounts, could be realized by early Tuesday morning. Starting off tomorrow morning, Sunday cloudy with some pockets of drizzle possible. The atmosphere will begin to saturate Sunday night into Monday morning. Monday morning's commute looks very wet. Heavy rain, possibly some thunderstorms. That rain will last throughout Monday afternoon into the evening. It will slowly begin to taper off toward Tuesday morning. And you're saying, Nick, well, what about that Royals game? That's in between here and here. We'll get to that in just a minute. Downtown Marriott Hotel, current temperature is 53 degrees with starlight and an easterly wind, pretty light, 7 miles an hour. 44 in St. Joe, 50 in Chillicothe. Look how those clearer skies and dry air is allowing the air temperature to drop faster, especially in St. Joe. Compare that to, say, Belton. Down here in the cloud cover we just showed, they're at 56 degrees. Cloud cover tends to slow the cooling process overnight. Clear skies, dry air tends to accelerate it. 40 for an overnight low in Maryville, 44 in Trenton, 47 in Marshall. So there's your cloud deck where we have the warmer conditions. That's where we're also more than likely going to see some light drizzle tomorrow morning. Mostly cloudy skies for tomorrow afternoon. Don't worry, you'll see the sun here and there. Highs climbing in to the mid and upper 60s. And I hate painting the area in just one color. Kind of looks bland, but you know, I think this is likely. This is in our likely category, 60 to 90% of widespread rain beginning Sunday night through Monday morning, through Monday afternoon, possibly going all the way in to Monday evening. So prepare for rain for this Royals game. Showers likely for the first pitch at 7:07. It will be chilly. Hopefully the rain begins to taper off by the end of the game. And a lot of the damage is going to be done throughout the day. They're going to do their best to keep the K dry. That's how it looks right now. Plan ahead. 46 degrees, cloudy skies with some drizzle possible. 59 degrees for lunchtime. The mostly cloudy sky, and again, the steady rain will hold off until the evening hours of Sunday. More than likely Sunday night into early Monday morning. That's when we're going to get into the thick of things off and on throughout the day. And I'll tell you what, the cloud cover and the rain is going to do a number on the temperatures, and also the northerly winds will be howling on Monday. You know, if this was late November, that would be a big winter storm. Sign of the time, sign of the season. Tuesday, finally, that system slowly moves away, and by Wednesday, there's the day you want to take your vacation day. Mostly sunny skies, 70 degrees. So the rest of the work week finally looks dry. So maybe all this rain, cooler conditions, and the sunshine, we get the fall foliage going here in Kansas City.
It's going to be worth it, it looks like.
I think it will be.
All right, thanks, Nick. Well, in Commitment 2014 coverage tonight, KMBC 9 News is featuring the race for the Missouri 4th District congressional race. The Missouri 4th extends from Cass County through portions of mid-Missouri. Incumbent Republican Vicki Hartzler is facing challengers Democrat Nate Irvin and Libertarian Herschel Young.
First, that we need to repeal and replace the health care law that right now is hurting people. I hear stories almost on a weekly basis from families in our district that are having their premiums just skyrocket.
Right now, our corporate taxes are somewhere between 35 and 39% and on the corporation profits. That's 17%. And will, if we stop all the subsidies and everything, and will more than cover all expenses that the United States needs. And we can do that for the individuals, for the corporations, we can do it for everyone.
One thing that we could do is have a federal angel investors tax credit program, much like they do, say, in New York or Connecticut and several states, but those are the two that really got it started, where you give a tax break to investors who invest in a brand new company who create more than 25 jobs on the first year, 2 years, 5 years, whatever it might be.
Election day is only 30 days away, and you can see those candidate interviews on our website right now at KMBC.com. Just check out the politics section. We'll be right back.
All right, there's the Royals forecast for Monday. We don't like seeing that rain in there, especially for the start of the game, tapering off hopefully by the 7th. But right now, I'm not that optimistic on great weather conditions for this game. Things are more than likely going to change, but right now it looks wet. It definitely looks wet throughout all of Monday. I mean, that's for sure.
Okay, well, we're keeping our fingers crossed. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for joining us. We will see you on KMBC after the race tonight.